Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry I'm running a little bit late today. I appreciate you guys. Hope everybody is doing okay this Monday. Let me get a few things straightened out before we really kick things off of here. A couple of housekeeping items I need to take care of that I should have already taken care of. But it's a Monday, and in typical Monday fashion, I overslept. And then I actually thought I had scheduled the stream for 12:30, which is what I typically do. And then I pulled up the dashboard and saw that I scheduled the stream for noon. I was about to check Wowhead and just settle in. So welcome to me settling in. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Alright, there we go. I think I'm ready to actually be playing the game. Sorry guys. John, Buffalo Bill, Wayne, It's Esme, Talon, Kyrie, Robert, Patrick, Derwin. Welcome guys. Thank you all very much for being here. I think I'm finally ready to kick things off today. Have I tried out the new phase of SOD yet? Not at all. No, we logged in that one day for like 5 seconds, but I think that was the day before the phase launched. What would it take to get me to play SOD Phase 4? If you guys were like super excited about it, if the phase ended up being really good, if I kept hearing like great things about it, yeah, basically if I just started hearing like a lot of great things about it, mainly from you guys, but from like any corner of the internet would be okay. Then maybe I would check it out. Also, if they added all the runes, all the past level runes to a vendor, that would help out immensely. Ooh, that's right. We got this blue gun. I need to check the auction house price. See if we can sell it. Nathan, good afternoon. Kashik, good afternoon to you as well. Welcome, guys. Thank you all very much for being here today. Can I sell anything? Music seems a little quiet. Music is at 100%. Okay, maybe I'm just a little quiet. Let's turn that up. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go after the Black Rock Bounty. We'll do that first. After that, we're probably looking at going back to Duskwood. I feel like we should have somewhere else to quest. Like, what is going on in the wetlands? Yeah, Fall of... Here we go. Ulmer's Revenge. Yeah, we need to go back to the wetlands today. We have a couple of things that we could do pretty easily. Alright, let's head out. Guitar Junkie, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome. The new dungeon in SOD was pretty boring. See, when I hear stuff about SOD, that's what I hear. The new dungeon in SOD was pretty boring. That's super unfortunate. And since it's the only piece of new content that they've put in, that's not a good precedent to set. They finally made a piece of like new content. I'm assuming it was new. I'm assuming it wasn't like recycled. They said new. They put in a piece of new content, and the first thing I hear about it at all, firstly, it's been 5 days the phase has been out, and nobody has come and said anything to me about SOD. Not a single word has been uttered about like the quality of it, if it's good, if it's fun, and the first thing I hear about it is the new dungeon was not fun. It's not good. I don't need to go this way. I actually need to just kind of stick to the road. John Rex, good afternoon, and welcome to the stream. Oh, we got a chest back here. Looking pretty suspicious next to whatever this impact crater is. This almost looks like an infernal impact crater. We're going for the chest. There's obviously a blue inside of it. Alex, good morning, buddy. Welcome. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for being here. We got a healing potion and melon juice. Not exactly the blue I was hoping for. Drew, if you manage to fix your dishwasher, man, I gotta have you come over and fix mine too. It's been broken for the better part of 3 years, and I've been doing all my dishes by hand ever since. At this point, I don't remember what it's like to have a dishwasher, own a dishwasher, operate a dishwasher. I have no idea. We stayed in the Airbnb over the holiday weekend, and the Airbnb was like this like condo on a golf course. Like 20-foot ceilings, and they had a dishwasher. The most amazing thing to me was not any other part of it, but it had a dishwasher, and I was able to put all the dishes into the dishwasher and run it at the end of the night. So yeah, you get that sorted out, you come stop by. I'll give you like 25 bucks and a can of Coca-Cola. And I'm all out of Coca-Cola. Yeah, for my 41st birthday this year, I'm asking my wife for a dishwasher. That's the only thing I'm asking for. So I'm kind of tired of it being me. This could be an issue. I think we're okay. We have potions. I could blow retaliation, but I'm kind of thinking like I might get into even more trouble than this. Okay, this is the trouble I was talking about. Now we blow retaliation. I'm glad I hung on to it for a second there. Oh, we really gotta kill this guy. Okay. This is not good. Not great. Those two are gonna run. I'm holding on to this potion. Are they gonna get any help? They're not gonna find any help, so we'll just kind of chill and we'll wait for them to come back. We'll get a little bandage in while they come back to us. Okay. Cool. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I count 5. That's what I had to learn the hard way on hardcore. Is like, if you're a warrior, the best thing you can do is just stand and fight. Especially if you have retaliation. Running away is probably never going to help out very much. Marson, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome. Alright, let's make our way into the cave. I think we clear this guy. That guy had his imp, like, out scouting for him. He had his imp very far away from where he was at. And he was hanging out with the Blackrock champion, like, back in the back row. I thought I was going to be able to kill the pet and, like, somehow not aggro the caster because they were so far apart. Do I have an opinion about Amazon's New World? I mean, New World as we know it has ended. Or it will be ending. They recently announced they're shutting down the servers. And they're relaunching as a game called New World Aeternum. Are you kidding me with this? This is the third blue weapon that we found. And they're all like lower level weapons that like we can't use. Because that's, for some reason, that's how World of Warcraft works. You never find a weapon anymore that like you're at level with that's useful to you. But you know, on any other server, these might sell on the auction house. We have a mace, a two-handed mace, we have a polearm, and we have a rifle. On any other server at any other point in history, I would be rolling in gold. I would have so much gold. And these items are only going to sell for like 2 or 3 gold on the auction house, and I'm not even going to sell them. Oh! I've never had so many blues drop in this game on a single character in my entire life. And of course, they drop in the place where it can't possibly benefit me. Of course. That's how life works. Marlena, Karen, Mike, Nenya, welcome guys. I was in the middle of talking about New World. I just gotten started. They're relaunching New World as a game called New World Aeternum, which is more like an action RPG, more like an ARPG. And my opinion is, like, I don't really care. I wasn't a New World player. You know, it really must suck for the people who put thousands of hours into New World, only to have Amazon shut the servers down and relaunch as a different game. Yeah, I can't imagine being one of those people. That would be the most vile feeling. We're giving up on our game, and we're relaunching it as a different kind of game, and we're deleting all of your progress, and the servers are closing down permanently. Oh, okay, good. But please, come play our new game. We promise it won't suck as much. Okay, no, I'm not gonna come play your new game because you just wasted thousands of hours of my time. So, yeah. Yeah, they want to focus on consoles. I heard they were shutting down the servers, so maybe that news was wrong, but that's what I heard when they first did the announcement. I heard the new words, they were shutting down the legacy servers. That was what they said initially, so maybe they backtracked on that, maybe they changed it, but that's exactly what I heard when they first did the announcement. That the current New World servers were shutting down prior to the launch of Eternum, and now I'm dead by talking about this. and now this topic of conversation is over. Because I just got hopelessly distracted. Yeah, Narcissus is okay. It's okay. I want to get into the photo mode more and see if I can use the photo mode for like thumbnails and stuff, but I haven't had time to dig into it. Because I know, yeah, Alex, you're right. It was a level 20 mob, so like that's my point. Obviously, like, you're fighting level 20 mobs, and nothing's ever gonna drop that you need. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And the way I play WoW now, like, I'm never fighting at level mobs, so like the chances of me ever getting a weapon that is good for me is slim. Unless it's an epic, because I mean, I guess if you get an epic and it's like 10 levels under you, it's probably still really good. But other than an epic, it's not going to be any good. Yeah, either way, who cares? Like, so they're releasing a new version of New World. Maybe the legacy servers stay up. Like, so what? It's a dead game, so like it's the same thing. It's the same thing as them they might as well shut down the servers, right? I mean, what does it matter? How many of those people who've played for thousands of hours are going to continue to play New World when they launch Eternum? And I'm assuming even if they don't shut down the servers, like, they're not going to be making new content for the legacy game. So the legacy game will just what? It'll sit, it'll be static, and then in 5 years from now, they will close the servers. You know, they're not going to keep the servers open indefinitely for a game that they're not supporting, for a game that they're not actively working on in development. Eventually the servers are going to get shut down. Whether they do that tomorrow or 5 years from now really doesn't matter. Dead game is still dead game. You know? It's still dead game. No, you're fine. I'm kidding. I can't go this way, can I? Oh wait, maybe I can. Maybe I can go this way. Okay, looks good. I'm not supposed to go this way, am I? This is not a shortcut. This is not a shortcut. Oh shit, okay. Okay. Yeah, no. This is cool and everything. I just don't know if I'm ever going to get anywhere I want to go. Okay. Back to the drawing board. I thought I could be clever and like jump around, but no, we're not. We're not being clever today. I really miss I want the button from retail. I want the button to go back to the spirit healer. That'd be a nice quality of life. Just the button to go back to the spirit healer. Just start over. It's a hardcore spirit run, and I failed. I was watching someone else play on the Deviate Delight Server the other night, and they were doing Ragefire Chasm, and then the next day they were doing Wailing Caverns, and they were Horde side. And I thought, damn, Horde side has it so good when it comes to dungeons. You have so many early dungeons you can do. You can get to them super easily. There's a nice progression from Ragefire to Wailing Caverns to SFK to BFD. You got flight points and cities near all of those places. Shortly after BFD, you can start doing Library, Graveyard. They have it so good when it comes to running dungeons. On the Alliance side, you have nothing. You got nothing. You got dead mines. Dead mines, and like if you're out near Ash and Valor, you can get out that way. Then yeah, you can do BFD. And then we missed SFK. I always miss SFK on Alliance because it's a pain. I never even think about Wailing Caverns on Alliance. Like Wailing Caverns doesn't even occur to me. I know I'm not going there. I know I'm not making the run, making the swim. It's a bummer that on this server you can't run Horde and Alliance characters. I think that's the one big failure of trying to do like a fresh start here. Is that I can't have both factions. It's really bothersome to someone like me. EVD, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. .317 crit, that might be the biggest crit that we've had. If not, it's pretty close. Hello there. I need to make a list of things I have to do the next time I go to a city. Because I need to train first aid. I think we have to train at least level 28 now, maybe even level 26, I can't recall. What else do we have to do? I have to check the auction house prices on the 2 new blues that we have. Failing putting them on the auction house, I gotta put them in the bank. Yeah, I think we'll head to, maybe we'll just go to Ironforge. On the way out to the wetlands, maybe we'll stop at Ironforge and do some stuff. Wayne, you wanted both factions too? Yeah, I feel like it's just a kind of a big miss. And then like the more I can't have both factions, the more annoyed I get. Like, maybe I wouldn't have cared maybe if I could have had both factions, I wouldn't have cared anyway. Like maybe I never would have made a Horde character anyway. But now, like, the more I can't have both factions, the more I want to have a Horde character. It's kind of one of those things. I'm angry about the thing that I can't have. Just because I can't have it, not even necessarily because I wanted it. Alex, you got so annoyed that you kind of stopped playing there. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, not a good point, but like I think that's something that maybe you're not alone in that. I'm annoyed too. Yeah, that's the problem. And like we're gonna die again. I'm not playing this game today, obviously. Maybe this is not what we're doing today, because I kind of want to just like have a chill morning. I guess a spirit run is pretty chill. Like, you know, there's nothing more chill than a spirit run. Yeah, I can see how someone would stop playing. Like, yeah. Because you can't do anything. Like, the problem is, I don't even think in Classic you can undelete a character. I don't think undelete works. Have any of you guys ever deleted a Classic era character and been able to go to undelete and undelete them? Because my undelete list shows nothing. There's the only place my delete list worked. I think was it either the official hardcore server or Bloodcell Buccaneers it seemed to work. But I swear to God, every time I go to my delete list doesn't, it says no characters found. And I delete characters all the time. I delete them to get names. I delete them because I don't want to look at them anymore. And my classic era delete list always says no characters found. And so it's not even, you can't even like play Alliance for a while. Decide, okay, I want to try out Horde. Delete your Alliance character. Make a Horde character. Play that for a while, and then like 7 days later or whatever, take it back. There's no takebacks. There's no takebacks. Alex, did you go back to playing on the hardcore servers, man? You said Defias Pillagers. Yeah, we found a shining silver breastplate on this character the other day for like 2 or 3 gold. That was like the only like really good find. I would like to find somewhere to play Horde side. Like that's the thing. Is I would like to have somewhere that I could play some Horde side. Obviously, it's not going to be here. It's not going to be here. I could always go back and just play on the Mancrit cluster, but I feel like that's pretty dead. White main I'm pretty sure is a Alliance heavy server, so like I don't think I can play Horde on white main. And I don't know, I don't really want to play hardcore, so I don't think I can go back to the hardcore servers. But I'd love to have somewhere to play Horde side. Yeah. See, I don't think I'm ready for like a hardcore run at this point in my life. But maybe I should try to, yeah. I don't know, guys. I think they really would have done better to pick a server where people could have played both factions. I think that probably would have been better. How vanilla is vanilla nowadays? Not very. I mean, it's as vanilla as you can get. Yeah, you can't get much more vanilla. It's vanilla with some like cookie crumbs in it. It's not quite vanilla. You're gonna jump into WoW for the first time, John? Like at this point in history, like I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's a very good time to play WoW. I can say that. It's a great time to play WoW. It's just a very complicated time to play WoW because there's 6 different ways to play World of Warcraft right now today. I keep meaning to make a video about the different ways to play WoW and kind of a little bit about what those ways entail. But yeah, there's so many different ways to play WoW right now. It's a challenging time to start playing WoW, even though it's a really good time. I would say if you're gonna jump in and play WoW right now, make sure you're playing modern WoW. It would be challenging to come and play classic right now. Yeah. I wish I would never have said that like years ago, but now that we're in the Cataclysm Classic era, now that hardcore's dead, now that the era servers are like going back to being kind of dead, I would say probably play modern WoW right now. It sucks to have to say that on a classic stream, but I think like saying anything else would be disingenuous of me. Yeah, if you're new, come play War Within. Exactly. Yeah, new expansion comes out in like 30 days, right? Lisa, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I guess I could play Horde side in Season of Discovery. I guess that's one place I could play Horde side and maybe there would be players. That's about it. I think that's... I wish, you know, it'd be really cool if we had numbers. If we could see the population numbers of the servers, so I can make an informed choice about where I might want to play Horde side in Classic era. That'd be super awesome. How many characters do I have in SOD? I don't really know. The only character I have in SOD is like my one level 40 is the only character that matters.
Bless you.
I basically stopped playing all the other characters in Phase 1. All the other characters were Phase 1 characters that I just gave up on. Yeah. The only character I have at a high level is my Pally. Did I get this quest? I wasn't even paying attention at all. Missing in action. Yeah, okay. I basically have 0 SOD characters. What did this guy say? He said, ugh. Ugh what? 8 to 15 champs. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, dude, you can always come back and get champions, man. We should have killed more champions before we took the escort quest. Raymond, happy Monday, buddy. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, in SOD, I started with the warrior. That got really awful. Got it to level 25 though. Took it into BFD like once or twice. Really had an awful time. Terrible time. It turns out raids are not fun when you have a 2-button rotation. Or when they're old 5-mans that have been converted into raids. Turns out that's not really fun for me. Played the priest. Got the priest cap in Phase 1. I think I did the raid on the priest once. Didn't have a fun time. Had a really boring time. Wasn't fun at all. And didn't go back. And then I leveled a couple other characters, and then we moved over to Wild Growth, and I settled on the Paladin. And the Paladin I got through Phase 2 before I decided that like it probably wasn't a game I was going to keep playing. Lucas, good afternoon, buddy. It's been a while. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. At this point, if I played SOD at all, like at any point, I'd probably just do a fresh start on the Horde side. I don't think I'd pick up any of my characters. I definitely wouldn't pick up my Paladin, because Paladins are probably still garbage. And if Paladins aren't garbage right now, they're bound to be garbage again, eventually. But I don't really see that happening. It would take like actual excitement from you guys for SOD, for me to play SOD. Like somebody would have to be excited about it, and it's probably not going to be me, so it would have to be you guys. And it doesn't seem like they're doing anything super exciting, and it doesn't seem like people are very impressed. I haven't seen any like, I haven't seen anything talking about Phase 4 SOD. As far as like, is it good? Is it bad? Is it ugly? I haven't seen a single YouTube video pop up in my feed about the state of SOD Phase 4. They say no news is good news, but it's also like no free PR. They added a dungeon. I heard today that the dungeon was pretty boring. Yeah, they added one dungeon. After 4 phases, they made one piece of original content. And that's the thing, is I haven't heard anything about it except today somebody told me that it was kind of lame. John says, I logged on to SOD and logged off. That sounds about right. Is this dude sitting down? What are you doing, man? Get up. Let's go. You can't think of what makes a dungeon lame? I'm sure you probably could. I'm sure you've come up with a couple things already. I'm sure you probably could. I think there is a certain... Listen to this concept. I think there is a certain amount of lameness in a piece of content when it's the only original piece of content the developers have come up with across 4 entire phases, and it's only a small piece of content. I think inherently that is lame, and I think maybe that's part of what makes it lame, is that, you know, after 4 phases they finally made one original piece of content, and woo, big deal. Big freaking deal. Great job, guys. You made a 5-man dungeon. Awesome sauce. Where are the other 3 5-mans that you added to the rest of the phases? Oh wait, you didn't add content. You took content out of the game by removing 5-mans and turning them into raids. You didn't add any content. So I think that's part of what just makes it lame inherently. It's just a little 5-man dungeon, and it's the only thing they've done. So, like, wow, who cares? Yeah, the problem is there are no videos about it because it's so lame that nobody gives a shit. That's part of the problem. No one even cares to make a video about it. Oh, we actually finished our champions. Oh, that's nice. I thought we were going to have to come back to get a handful of champions, but it looks like we actually cleared them. That's cool. I want him to engage these guys so he doesn't have to reset from like wherever he was when we engaged them. Look, oh yeah, there they go. Yeah, I would just rather have him engage, because if we engage and dude is back here, we will finish the fight and dude will run all the way back to where he was when we engaged. It's better just to let the NPCs pull. See, if he engages now, he's gonna have to reset after he kills this. He's gonna run back. Yeah, here he comes. Here he comes. Okay, okay, and we're going again. I hate that. You guys remember when this character wasn't Rambo? Remember when he was just a character in the world with like a slightly his own personality and motivations and stuff, and his own lines of dialogue not ripped right out of 80s and 90s cinema? Do you guys remember when Kesan was just a character? This is Kesan, the actual World of Warcraft character. By the light, let my legs carry me a bit further. It's just it's a line that's not taken out of a fucking Rambo movie, so we should just enjoy it. He invokes the light. He talks about Lakeshire, so close to blessed Lakeshire. He just has a normal World of Warcraft personality that an NPC in the game world would have. Thanks, Cataclysm. Oh, he's about to get jumped. Or not. Oh, I thought for sure they were here to ambush us. Apparently they don't care. Yeah, it was because of the people who worked at Blizz at the time. Just like Dragonflight, it looks like a Disney movie because it's full of people who grew up on Disney. Like the same thing happened with Cataclysm. It was just a bunch of young people making the game, like with some senior oversight that didn't get too involved in like the nitty-gritty of quest writing. And they just wrote a bunch of quests based on stuff that they liked, stuff that they thought was funny. Stuff that they thought was clever, that like none of it was funny, none of it was clever. None of it aged well. But it was just like the generation of people that were working on the game at the time. Pepperidge Farm remembers, yep. Alright, we did it. We did it all. I hardly ever do that quest, so it's nice to get it done. Yeah, from D&D enthusiasts to Disney adults. There were a couple other steps along the way. Yeah. They started as fans of stuff like Tolkien and Warhammer. And just like really metal shit. And then they kind of became like D&D people. I think the D&D people are the ones responsible for Cataclysm. And then they became Disney adults.
Need help? Be careful.
Yeah, I think we have, if we look, especially after I replayed Cataclysm this time, it's very clear, like, the people who wrote the quest in Cataclysm were not the people who wrote the quest for Vanilla WoW. Like, not even close, not even remotely. So we have three distinct tiers, three distinct time periods of World of Warcraft quest writing. We have the Vanilla era, which lasted a little bit into BC, and a smidge into Wrath, but by Wrath and definitely Cataclysm, we have the next generation, the next tier of quest writers who came up with their own influences and things like that. And then we have the Shadowlands Dragonflight Disney adults. I think there's at least three different levels of time passing and different guards retiring and then different people coming on board. The next writing tier, ChatGPT! Oh, yes, if only. ChatGPT, write me a cool World of Warcraft quest about collecting herbs. And then it just does it. Let's see. I got a whisper asking me if I want to do RFK. Before I say a single word, I need to know something. Okay, there we go. Yes. Do I want to do RFK? I said yes. We'll see. I think they whispered me maybe a while ago. And I don't even really know how I would get to RFK. It's probably basically impossible for me to do so. Oh good, they already filled it. They already filled it. No worries. No problem. Yeah, I don't really... That's the other thing. RFK. RFD. Guess who can do those runs really easily? Guess who has like really easy access to those runs? The Horde side. Guess who it's a pain in the ass to get to them? The Alliance side. Okay, so that's Ragefire Chasm, Wailing Caverns, RFK, RFD, Shadowfang Keep, Scarlet Monastery 1, 2, 3. And you could even make an argument that they have really easy access to BFD. The Horde have access literally to 10 fucking 5-man dungeons that if you're Alliance, it's incredibly hard and time-consuming to get to them. Like, you can get to them, except for Ragefire, but it takes a long-ass time. A very long time. And if you're on the Horde side, you're talking about, like, maybe you have a 5-minute run. Like, what's the longest run? Probably from the Crossroads down to RFD. That's it. And let's say you're questing over in the Eastern Kingdoms, no big deal. You go to Undercity, you jump on a Zeppelin, boom, you're in Orgrimmar. You fly to Taurajo, boom, 2-minute run to RFD. Like, no matter where you're at. Especially because of the Zeppelins, and the positioning of where Undercity's at, like right outside of Scarlet Monastery, like, the Horde side just has it better. You're just able to do so much more group content without the travel. Why does everyone hate Kata? No, not everyone doesn't hate Kata. Some people don't like Kata, but it's not accurate to say everyone hates Kata. Lots of people are playing Kata. I don't like Kata, but just because I don't like Kata doesn't mean anybody else feels how I feel. But Alex, the questing doesn't suck. I posit that the questing doesn't suck. Yeah, I really love the Barrens. I really like Hillsbrad Foothills. I like Silverpine. I don't think the questing does suck. I think that there are zones on the Alliance side that I'm fond of. Like, I'm fond of Westfall. I'm fond of Elwyn Forest. And the questing is good, but I don't think you know what sucks for me on the Horde side? There are no pretty races. There are no pretty races on the Horde side. And that's about the only, for me, that's really the only negative thing about the Horde side. And there are so many positives of the Horde side. Just the ability to do, like, I get whispers for these dungeons. And it's like, I think about doing them and then I fucking groan inside because I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I'd love to do RFK. But to do RFK, I have to go into Stranglethorn. I have to swim down to Booty Bay. That's going to take a long time. I have to get on a boat, I take that to Ratchet, and now I can run to RFK. If I'm level 30 and I'm on the Horde side, I get on a Zeppelin, I fly to Orgrimmar, I fly to Taurajo, I have a 2-minute run to RFK. We could be already halfway there. There are no Blood Elves in Classic Era, though. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Wayne. Yeah, if there were Blood Elves, then problem solved. But in Classic Era, we don't have Blood Elves. What am I doing now? Okay, I could have been on a flight this whole time.
Well met.
Just been running my mouth. Okay, let's fly up to Ironforge.
Safe travel.
Guitar Junkie, you've never played on the Horde side? Oh my god, you have so much content that's new to you. You should go play on the Horde side right away. I can't imagine. That'd be amazing to have, like, all that content. That, like, never having seen it before. Yeah, you should. That's crazy. Alright, let's go to Google. To Google we go. We are going to ask Google, what is the best Horde side Classic Era server? I'm sure the internet will know the answer to this. Best Horde side Classic Era server US. Go, 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 go. Non-hardcore. Shit, I should have put that in there too. Mancrick. Yeah, Mancrick. I'm on Mancrick. Oh, that's for Alliance. I guess Mancrick's mostly Alliance. No, Mancrick, yeah, Horde isn't as active as Alliance. Right. Nobody plays Horde. They just, all I see is White Mane cluster for PvP, Mancrick cluster for PvE. That's it. Yeah, if you want a PvP, go White Mane. If you want PvE, go on Mancrick. All my characters are already on Mancrick. I wonder what characters I actually have on Mancrick right now. They're probably mostly Alliance characters that were dead hardcore characters that I transferred there when they died. I don't know if I have any Horde side characters. To Reddit we go. Reddit will know the answer. Mancrick's doing great. White Mane. The answers are the same. Yeah, apparently Mancrick is your PvE option. If you want to do anything in PvE Classic Era, Mancrick's clusters where to go. Apparently. Join the Horde side. It is your destiny. You know this to be true. No! It's not true! It's impossible! Yes, that's my Luke impression. That's it. Kalimdor in general feels undone. I guess I could see like there are some zones there that aren't quite done. The great thing about Kalimdor is like elf ruins, like having the elven ruins like in every zone, like everywhere you go, like coming across the elven ruins is amazing. Luke played by Elmo. That's what he sounded like in that scene. It's impossible. He was really whiny. It's not my fault. He was so whiny. I'm just accurately capturing what he sounded like. I like it though. Luke played by Elmo. Good, good. Luke played by Elmo, as depicted by Robert Rambles. We might join the dark side. we might at some point. At some point. This character probably needs rested XP anyway, right? Inner Nightmare. It's a community thing, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that clickbaity? It's clickbaity. Yeah. It's a community fresh start. And it's not like... Yeah. It might be a community false start. It might be a false start. They chose an RP PvP server. Because it was a server that was dead, and Blizzard was offering free transfers off of it because it was so dead. So like all the 60s left, and then because WoW players are like more than anything else like they're contrarians, they turned to Blizz and they said, "Oh, you wanted to shut this server down? You want this server to be a dead server? You offered transfers off. We're all gonna go play there." And so now that all the 60s kind of transferred off, now like parts of the community are trying to like have a fresh start here, and it's like, it seems like it's been fine. Like, it seems like it's been fine, but it's not like the same kind of actual hype there would be if there was an actual fresh start. But it seems okay. Let's go to the first aid trainer here. The problem we're discussing right now is because it's an RP PvP server, you can't have Horde and Alliance tunes on the same server. You have to pick a faction and then you just have to stick to that faction. And for a lot of vanilla players, like we kind of like to just like have characters on both factions because we like alts. We like variety. And you can't have variety on a PvP server because you're locked into one faction. It's kind of a bummer. Yeah, Blizz would not do a fresh start right now, especially. If we see any kind of fresh start, it'll probably be in like February or March of 2025. Once Cataclysm is dead and Sod is dead, I think that would be the time that Blizz, if they're gonna do anything like a progression server or a fresh start for Classic, it would be sometime in the middle of like end of the first quarter of 2025. But I don't even know if they would ever do anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if like a progression server is a thing the community actually wants, or if it's something that I want. I'm not really like super keyed in to like I don't go on the forums a lot. I don't really know like what the community actually wants. Okay, that's done. Let's head down to the warrior trainer and we will see what we're missing, and then we'll check out the auction house. All these empty areas, yeah. Well, maybe we'll do some science in a couple minutes, and we'll check out the Mancrit cluster and see what the population levels are like and stuff like that. We'll do a little bit of World of Warcraft science. There's finally a full list of 60s though. For a while we would do /who 60 in the middle of the day and it would be like 20 people, 30 people. There is finally a full list of level 60s. So there's that.
What's on your mind?
Overpower, Thunderclap, Shield Wall, and that's it. To Fias Pillagers, you can play both factions there. I don't know. I don't know if I can do a hardcore run. I don't even know if I have what it takes. We'll do some science though. Let's go to the auction house first, and then we'll look around. Alright, what do we have? We have Little Timmy's pea shooter. That's not a bad amount of gold if it can sell for that much gold. Like if someone's gonna actually buy it for like 14 gold, that's not bad. Then again, it's not a lot either. It's really not a lot. Let's clear that, and let's look for the Gargoyle's Bite. Nobody has this on the auction house at all. Two-handed polearm. Hey, druids can use this now. I'm gonna put it on the auction house for 50 gold. And if it sells for 50 gold, awesome. If it doesn't sell, I'll throw it right into the bank, which is exactly where this rifle is gonna go. It's a good, decent price for its level. Yeah, it probably is. I'm just like, I don't really care, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna throw it in the bank, and now we have 2 low-level blues in the bank, and we'll just have a collection of stuff in the bank. No big deal. Alright, let's do a little bit of science, a little bit of research. This is what I do when like my ADD starts to kick in. Let's see. let's check a couple of things. I want to check the man crit cluster. Firstly, I want to see like what characters do I have. I have a 24 warrior. This must have been. Oh wait, when were we? Wait. It's like looking in a mirror. When did I? Oh, we were playing this character for a while. Oh god. And then I just remade them on Deviate Delight, basically. We got the Shining Silver Breastplate. Okay. This is our Paladin from Bloodsail Buccaneers. This guy never died. His gear was so atrocious on solo self-found that I had to retire him. But yeah, this is our original Paladin from Bloodsail Buccaneers. Who he didn't die. I parked him in Booty Bay for a while, and then eventually I transferred him off. This is our 39 Pally who died falling off the boat. Yep, this was the character in Hardcore that was gonna make it all the way. We were gonna go all the way. There was no stopping us. We were a shield maiden. We were one-handed and shield the entire way. We took basically 0 damage. We had an amazing pair of pants. And then I fell off a boat and I drowned in the middle of the ocean off the coast of Durotar. So yeah, that's what we did. Next character name. Okay, yeah, that's what this character is. It wasn't a glitch. I stuck myself on the boat and like I shouldn't have been where I was. It's all my fault. I can't say it's the game's fault. And then I got a couple of. Let's check out the. Oh, these are my test characters. The cursed outfit, the best outfit. What do you mean? What are you talking about? These are my test characters. You can tell we've done this before because I have test characters. I have this test character on Durotar. Let's check out Man Crit Cluster, Valley of Trials. I look around. I see a troll. We've got life. We've got life. That might be all the life we do have. Whew. Ooh, ouch. Dear Lord. God have mercy. 12 people, 1 to 10. And keep in mind, this is a cluster. So this is also looking at other servers. You can see we're looking at Windseeker server, we're looking at Ashkandi, and then everyone without a hyphen is actually on Mankrik. Oh, there's Pagel. So many people. Right. So many people. Yeah, there's not. Take over that Paladin and try not to die going to 60. That's not like a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. All right, so that's Horde side Mankrik cluster. I guess that kind of answers that question. 12 more people than we need to play. Right. Okay, let's check out the hardcore. Well, we could check out Alliance side. Let's check out Alliance side. We'll check SOD. We'll do all the sciencing. Here's my bank alt. My bank alt's got nothing going on. /who 1 to 10. There's Alliance side is just much more popular. Yeah, like maybe no one plays Horde side. Maybe I already have it as good as it's ever gonna get. Because maybe in Classic Era, like nobody plays. We have double the amount of people playing Alliance side. Like on the Mankrik cluster. I don't even know if Deviate Delight has 20 people playing 1 to 10. But yeah, that's the bank alt. That's Alliance. So Alliance is better on the Mankrik cluster. I'm pretty sure Alliance is just better everywhere. All right, let's check hardcore server first. We got a low pop on both of these servers. All right, do I got somebody in Elwyn Forest? Of course I do. I got Ramble Test. You can tell that we've done this before. We've got 2 test characters already lined up. Let's check Elwyn Forest. This is hardcore server Deviate Delight. I'll look around, and it's not like the hardcore days of old, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't see a single thing. Okay, well we got 5 people here. Let's do 1 to 10. We got 40 people, 1 to 10. So there are more people leveling on Defias Pillager hardcore server than there are on the entire Mancrit cluster Horde side. Or Alliance side, rather. This is quite a lot of people. Yeah, this is 1 to 10 in all. It's all of Elwyn Forest, so it's not checking just around us. It's checking the entirety of the zone. Yeah, but that's 40 people is a lot of people for 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not bad. So let's check. We'll check Horde side here on Defias Pillager. We'll see what that's like. Yeah, I don't even think if we go on Deviate Delight. And we're in Elwyn Forest 1 to 10. I don't even think there are 40 people playing on Deviate Delight. We're gonna check. We're gonna do all the numbers. And I should probably keep track of some numbers for like comparison's sake. So we did Mancrit. Mancrit Horde was like 10 people. Alliance was 20 people. We are now doing Defias Pillager. Defias Pillager Alliance was 40 people. We're rounding up to whole numbers, and now we'll check Horde side. And let's see. So 1 to 4, we're nothing. 1 to 10. 11 people. No one, guys, no one plays Horde side. I think I have to let go. I have to let go of Horde side forever. No one plays Horde side. So that's big. Horde 11, Alliance 40. So that's actually huge. So next we're gonna check Sod Wild Growth. Horde Alliance. And we'll circle back, and at the end we'll check Deviate Delight. Horde Alliance. Alright, so let's go here. So far, Defias Pillager Alliance side is in the lead. I don't think it's important to check Skull Rock, but I will check Skull Rock Horde side. I don't think this is really important data. I don't think the data is going to be any different than Defias Pillager. Shit. I might be dead wrong. 28 people. So remember what I said when Hardcore first came out, that that Alliance people would play on Defias Pillager and Horde people would play on Skull Rock because of the names? That apparently was true then and is still true now. So I'm gonna make a little parentheses here under Defias Pillager, and I'm gonna put 28 for Horde side on Skull Rock, because it turned out that was important. That's like triple the amount of people almost. Okay. So yeah, it seems like if you're playing hardcore and you want to play Horde side, it really seems like you do that on Skull Rock. Turtle Well's got 4,200 people right now. Yeah. Yeah, right. At least I get to play Horde on retail. That's a fair point. It's not the same. It's not the same game, but it's an okay point. It's an okay silver lining. All right. Let's see. Over to Sod we go. Let's check. Wow, there's gonna be lots of people because these numbers are medium. Wild Growth. Do I have any like low level? I don't have any low levels. Let's go Horde side. Let's just go with anything. We'll do Ramble's Test.
The vicious trolls.
The vicious trolls. All right. Whoops. Whoopsie. 15 people. Horde side, 15 people, 1 to 10. And now we'll check Alliance side. Daniel, you don't think it's a good time for Fresh? I don't think it's a good time for Fresh either. Yeah. I think the timing for Fresh is a little bit off also. Unfortunately, I'd love every day to be time for Fresh Classic, but it's just not the case. Nope. I tried to type tester and it didn't make it. Testing. There we go. We're just testing. Only 19 people. Sod is not a place for fresh starting. Like there are not lots of people. So far, Defias Pillager Hardcore server is still in the lead. Alliance side, 40 people, 1 to 10. Mancrick Alliance is a close second. Well, no, Skull Rock Horde is a second place with 28 players, and then Mancrick Alliance in third place with 20 Alliance players. Okay, so all of that's done, and now we circle back to Deviate Delight. Yeah, exactly. That's what it almost came out as, but I fixed it. Now we circle back to Deviate Delight for our final round of data. I don't think I've really missed anything important. Maybe we also check Whitemane. I guess Whitemane would be a good. Let's do Whitemane first. I kind of want to end up where we're at. Let's do Whitemane. You can see I've got a character here, so we got Elwyn Forest covered. Let's go ahead. Oh, I can't. Okay, so let's check Elwyn. Let's check Elwyn first. And then we'll delete, then we'll check Horde side. So Whitemane, Alliance. That's not looking great. $19 people. Okay. And I'm pretty sure like Whitemane has a medium population, so Whitemane has probably around 4,000 or 5,000 players. But I think most of those players are playing at max level. I think we're talking about like higher level players and like not really people leveling up at this point. Alright, so let's delete. $22 people. So Whitemane leveling, Horde actually beats Alliance. 19 to 22. It's close though. It's within a margin of error, so they're about the same. Okay, there we go. Now we go back to Deviate Delight. The problem is, I can't check Horde side. I wonder if one of you guys could log into Deviate Delight on an orc, level 1, and check Horde side for me. Because yeah, I can't, the only way to do this is to delete the character, And I don't think that the undelete list simply does not work. So if I delete this character, they are gone. But we can make a level 1 and we can check the alliance side. That's looking promising. 15 people. So yeah, so Alex is right. Defias Pillager wins. Defias Pillager wins with Skull Rock in 2nd place and with Mancrick Alliance in 3rd place. So yeah, best places to level up right now in Classic Era are actually Defias Pillager Alliance, Mancrick Cluster, and yeah, and that's basically top 2, White Mane. Ashbad, good afternoon, buddy. It's been a while. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We're just doing a little bit of World of Warcraft science, a little bit of data gathering, but I think that's it. Yeah, apparently the most populous place to play Classic Era is still on the hardcore servers. Both the Defias Pillager for Alliance and Skull Rock for the Horde. It's that's it. That's the best place. And then like Deviate Delight's on the list, but it's not near the top of the list. Are the hardcore servers skewed by going again, though? It's not skewed, that's just like the reality of it. Yeah, I don't know if I don't count that. That's the nature of the server, so not really. I get what you mean, but no, I don't think so. Like, it's still the nature of the server, and it still affects like how many people you're going to be playing with as you level up. So, yeah. Ooh, all right. So, sure. Let's keep playing the game. We're gonna keep giving this a go. Science concluded. Horde side Deviate Delight, 26 people between 1 and 10. That's 10 more people than Alliance side. So I feel like of all these servers, I feel like Deviate Delight is the Horde server. Is that the case? Is it 60-40 Horde side on Deviate Delight? Am I playing the wrong faction? It could be, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, WoW, they don't release any official server numbers, so there's no way to know if you're playing on the server that you'd like to be playing on because you don't have any real data to look at. There are some third-party websites, but I'm not sure how often they update their data.
What can I do? Be good.
That's the problem. Someone said on Discord it was 40-60, and I'm assuming that's Horde? That's Horde tilted? Yeah, that's possibly significant. It's really a shame that we can't have both factions going here. Jesus. Person who whispered me about White Mane. You're right, I looked at the one zone during the middle of the day. That's called collecting cursory data. I looked during the middle of the day because I played during the middle of the day. Quite frankly, I don't give a damn if the population triples in the PM, because I don't play in the PM. So the data that's important to me is the data that exists when I'm playing the game. I appreciate you whispering me. I think I appreciate like where you're coming from. You're clearly a player on white main. You're clearly a white main Andy. And so I appreciate you, but understand that looking at the data during the time of day that I play is actually essential. Because that's when I play every single day of my life. I hardly ever play in the evening, and so the evening population numbers don't really matter to me. I hope that makes sense. As for the other part of what you said, yes, we checked a single zone as like a little sample of data. There are many more like things I could do if I wanted to be truly scientific. There would be more steps that I would take to collect this data. But as a cursory examination of the evidence, it works fine for me, but I appreciate your whisper. Why is it that you cannot have both factions on a PvP server? Or why is it? I don't know. I guess like for roleplay reasons, I guess that, you know, like maybe so you can't like grief people? I guess if you could do both factions, there could be things you can do to grief people. I'm not really sure. I think I used to kind of understand a little bit better why. I'm sure Blizzard had their reasons, you know? I'm sure they had their reasons. Third fleet, we'll grab it. I don't know if we'll do this right now. Yeah, so there you go. So you can't make a level 1 character and go trash talk the guy who just killed you. Yeah, it's probably for, and then they probably just put it behind like lore. Like, oh, it's PvP, so, you know, lore-wise, we don't want you to have a character on each faction. Fall of Dunwodir, like, I think that's just like a little breadcrumb. Banner Wars, we're not going to grab right now. Excavation team, we'll grab and we'll head over to the excavation site. Yeah, I hope I feel like now I'm playing the wrong faction on this server. It sucks. 60-40, 60-40, like 60-40 is okay, like 60-40, but the problem is like, here's the problem. If it's 60-40 right now, there's like a fair chance that if more people do come to play on this server, they will want to play the majority faction. So what starts off as 60-40, if the server picks up population, can easily become 70-30, can easily grow and become 80-20. Like, that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. It doesn't mean that that will happen. I guess there is a chance that it could stay 60-40. The weird thing is, in Classic era, typically Alliance is more popular. So for the server to already be 60-40 Horde, I feel like people are going to just come here and start playing Horde side. Especially because that data, that information seems to be out there already. And so if the server does grow, and grow, like, you know, like people hope it does, there's a pretty good chance that it grows on the Horde side. Oh, WoW Tavern. Yeah, there's WoW Tavern, and then there's another one, and they're probably pretty accurate. The only thing is, like, I don't know how often they update their data. I don't know how often they update their data. It could be a month old, it could be a week old, it could have been updated yesterday, like, I just don't know. Also, I'm looking at the server right now on Tavern, and like they don't have balance shown. They're only showing Alliance players, and they're not showing. Yeah, see, July. Oh, this is July 15th. This says the population on July 15th, which is today, at 8:01 a.m. was 228 people. But I think that's just looking at Alliance side. How do I get it to look at Horde side? It's not pulling any Horde numbers at all. Yeah, Warcraft Tavern seems busted. I don't think I can trust this at all. It doesn't even want to show me any Horde players whatsoever, which is really weird. Huh. Let's check this other site. If it ever loads. Yeah, it's not accurate. Yeah, it doesn't seem accurate. And that website is not working at all. Yeah, we'll never know. It's a mystery till the end of time. Thank you, Blizzard, for making, like, even knowing where to play, how to play, what faction's popular. Thank you for making everything super, like, just opaque. Just completely fucking obfuscated. So that we just have to second guess where we're playing and what faction we're playing until the end of time, because we just can't have numbers that tell us simply, like, what's going on with the servers. Like, thank you for that. It adds a layer. It adds a layer of experience to the game. I don't know if it's a layer of experience that I necessarily want to be having, but it's something. A layer of mystery. By not having any idea about the player numbers, there's a layer of mystery to the game. I just feel like I'm like, you know, it's FOMO, right? I see, like, the guild chat's so active, and I just feel like we could be doing so many more dungeons with people, but we can't really because we're Alliance. But yeah, we could be doing so many more dungeons. Ironforge Pro wasn't loading. Yeah, I tried to check Ironforge Pro, and it just didn't want to load. It was hanging. It was just hanging. It's still hanging. From what I can tell, their entire website is broken. We're looking at the Deviate Delight Server. Trying to find out if it's really like 60-40 Horde, and like if there are any numbers behind that to back it up.
How are you?
I can't even get the page to load at all.
Keep your feet on the ground.
On my end, their website simply doesn't function. I'm sure it's probably like a Chrome issue. Alright, we're gonna focus on killing the raptors. You think it's almost 50-50? Yeah. I heard 60-40, here 50-50. I guess there's just not going to be any real way to know. 55-57. It's like, wait, do those numbers add up? That's too many numbers! We're over 100! What happened? It's too many. I mean, I can't math, but even I know that's not right. 52-47. So that's closer. Listen, Alliance still sucks for dungeon accessibility. I don't care. Yeah, like maybe it's close. It's close. So it's close. It's fine. We're pretty close. Maybe it'll always be close. Doing dungeons on the Alliance side effing sucks. You just like, I end up playing all my Alliance characters without doing dungeons. I just play them. And I don't dungeon. I don't think about looking for a group. I kind of cringe when people whisper me because I'm like, oh great, like how am I gonna get there? Is it gonna take me 45 minutes to get there? Like, so that part of the experience kind of sucks. This is why we need like some minor changes to Classic. Like turning on the summoning stones could be a big help. It's only listing 170 people. Oh, I totally believe that. With Sod just coming out to Phase 4, and with Cataclysm still going strong, I completely believe there's only 170 to 200 people playing here right now. Yeah, I believe it. I'm gonna play some Horde somewhere. Like we're gonna find a place to play some Horde in Classic Era. We're gonna find some place to do it somewhere. We got stocks. It's all we need. Oh man, there's nothing in stocks. There's nothing in stockades. I want to be able to farm Shadowfang Keep. I want to be able to do Scarlet Monastery runs easily. I want to be able to do RFK and RFD without having to travel across the world to do it. I don't care about stocks. Don't feed me stocks. Yeah, we're gonna play Horde somewhere. Oh, Amy, you're taking him out for birthday lunch? And I'm here playing on a dead server? Do I want you to bring me something back? What about my heart that's been ripped out? Bring that back. And serve it to me. I didn't know you guys were gonna go out for birthday lunch today. We didn't talk about birthday lunch. Where are you guys going? You'll get dead mines and stocks and you're gonna like it. You just decided just now. Well, I know, I figured that out. I don't think like you were planning it yesterday and just didn't tell. I figured that you had just decided to do this. That's what I meant when I said that we hadn't talked about it. Mike with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. That's really generous. Welcome to the 5 new people. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out with us today. Today is my son's 9th birthday. So it's kind of a big day. His party's not till the weekend, and he's already he claimed his birthday present days and days and days ago. So like, but numerically and historically, it's a big day. Steak and Shake? I would love a Steak and Shake burger. If you bring me a burger, have him like come down and bring it to me. That way he can say hi to chat. I know he'd love to say hi to chat. That's probably about all I can offer him for his birthday is the ability to take over my stream for a couple minutes. It's probably the thing that he would value the most. Thanks, guys. He'll come visit us, I'm sure, after they do their lunch. I'll let him hang out for a little bit. It's really the only birthday gift I can offer him is just the ability to hang out on the stream. What are my thoughts on the changes to Classic Era? Do you think it's good, or do you prefer no changes? I want to know, like, what content creator are you Raphael? Where, like, I've had 3 people come to me with the changes in Classic Era. And all 3 people, including yourself, and this is not a dig on you or anything, man. I'm just genuinely wondering. All 3 of you, when you came to me with this question, you didn't just ask me what my thoughts were. You then tied this into the concept of game preservation. Is it good, or would you prefer no changes? And I want to know who on the internet is still talking about no changes vanilla. Was this a Reddit post from a Redditor that you saw? Was it a YouTube video? Was it a Twitch streamer? Because it really, the way all 3 of you guys have approached this question, it really feels like there's somebody out there who is trying to say that these kinds of changes are against the idea of games preservation. And I would like to know, like, who this person is. Who's out there making this case? Because it's an incorrect case. It doesn't make any sense to make the case. Like, understand, Classic WoW is not vanilla WoW. And I want everybody to hear me on this. Classic WoW is not vanilla WoW. Classic WoW was never vanilla WoW. When Classic came out in 2019, so many things were already different from vanilla just by the nature of it being released to be played today on modern machines, in a modern resolution. All of the UI, like the ability to unlock and move your frames, all of this stuff wasn't in the game originally. I'm pretty sure that there's voice chat options in the game. All of the menus and so many of the options that we have today were all different when this game launched in 20... It was never vanilla. And there's nothing to preserve. Because vanilla is gone. The only way you could have no changes vanilla, you would have to be playing on a CRT monitor in 420p, in 1280 by 720 resolution. Like, it was always changed. And I just want to see if I can find out what idiot out on the internet, if this person exists, is trying to make the case that them changing things in Classic goes against the idea of games preservation, because it doesn't. And it's not an argument that's valid, and it doesn't even make sense. The game has already been changed so much. Like, any feelings that you had about, like, the changes to vanilla era, like, you'd have had to have those right when Classic launched. Because when Classic launched, it was already drastically different. Like, everything about the game is different. Yeah, like, and if you really just want my opinion is more changes is good. I think they should change things. I think they should go in, they should rebalance some of the specs that suck. I think they should make improvements to the game. Like, yeah, I think things should change, because it's never preserved. It was never preserved as vanilla. Vanilla is not preserved. It was never preserved. It will never be preserved. Like, it just wasn't preserved. Like, and prior to Classic, you didn't even have a version close to vanilla to play, unless you were playing on a private server. So there's nothing to preserve. It's their game, and they can make whatever changes they want to it. I wish they would make more changes. I wish they would add, like, small quality of life stuff. I wish they would rebalance the crappy specs. Like, I want them to make more changes. We had a time where, like, we got as close to no changes as we were gonna get right when it launched in 2019. But again, it was already so many changes. Just the ability to have shadows in the game. Okay, we have a shadow. Guess what you didn't have in 2004? You didn't have shadows. There weren't complicated shadows in the game until the Burning Crusade came out. Ground clutter. You could never have ground clutter like this in 2004. It just didn't exist. There wasn't a setting for it. View distance. You could never have view distance like this in 2004. It just didn't exist. There wasn't a setting for it. Like, the game launched as a different game. That's why the game is called Classic and not Vanilla. That's it. And, like, so somewhere out there on a corner of the internet, there are people who are trying to be upset at the idea that them making changes to Classic Era is them not preserving games. Not preserving games happens when versions of games go away completely. If people really want to be mad at Blizzard for not preserving games, they should be mad at Blizzard for not having a TBC server to play on. They should be mad at Blizzard for not having a Wrath of the Lich King server to play on, because those games are gone. Any form of them is gone, with changes, without changes. You simply can't play in the Burning Crusade era anymore, and you simply can't play in the Wrath era anymore. So, and I think that's important. I wish we could play in those eras. I think it sucks that there are no legacy servers for those eras, and I would wish if people wanted to like lash out at Blizz, or if they wanted to be upset about the lack of games preservation, I wish they would focus that in a direction that makes sense. And I wish they would focus on things that are actual problems. Because yeah, not being able to play TBC and Wrath, that's a problem. Them letting druids equip polearms, not a problem. not a problem. Them making changes to world buffs, not a game preservation problem at all. But the fact that we can't play TBC and we can't play Wrath, that is a games preservation problem, and it's a big problem. And that's my entire rant. I'm gonna have to record that rant at some point, now that I have it like more fully articulated and not just me being annoyed. And I have to record it, and that way I can just kind of point people to it, because I've been asked this question 3 times, 3 days in a row, and I'm sure it's not the last I'm gonna hear it. And that way you guys who are here every day don't have to hear it every time I address it, if I could just like get it recorded. I gotta get better at clipping stuff when I go to talk about something. Gotta get better at clipping stuff. I should stop the stream and join them for lunch. It's my son's birthday, for God's sake. I appreciate your opinion. We do a lot of stuff around the 4th of July to celebrate my son's birthday, and we also celebrate my wife's son from her first marriage. He's 16, he lives in Florida with his dad. And so they come up from Florida every year around July 4th, which July 3rd is her older son's birthday. And we do a bunch of stuff to celebrate both their birthdays during that time. We had 8 days, like 7 days in a row, where we did stuff as a family every single day. We rented out an Airbnb, we went up north a little ways into Michigan, we did stuff every single day for 7 days in a row. So we have done a bunch of stuff to celebrate both their birthdays. We just did it closer to the 4th, because that was when her eldest son and his dad were in town. So yeah, I appreciate it, but yeah, we've definitely we've done a lot. And also my son's having a birthday party this coming Saturday for like his friends and like to have his cake and stuff like that. So yeah. Had I known about the lunch at Steak and Shake, I would have joined them. But it's just it's a birthday lunch with him and his mom. Him and his mom can have that time together, and that's fine. Yeah, I can't. I meant like yeah, you can't clip it. I just mean I need to press record. Yeah, I need to press record on my end. Like in Shadowplay or in OBS, I need to press the record button, and then I need to record the whole thing, and then I just need to put it up on YouTube later. I need to get better at doing that. Like I know when I'm about to launch into a rant. So I'm gonna see if I can do it. Next time I go on that rant, I'm gonna record it. And now I've refined the rant. It's been polished and honed, and so now it's ready for capture. Oh, it would be really, really smart if I turned find herbs back on. You know, that way we could find herbs sometimes. Yeah, that'd be good. What do we need? We need 2 more of the mottled screechers. Unfortunately, this mage is killing all of them. So if I want to find any of these guys, apparently I'm going to have to either get ahead of the mage or I'm going to have to wait for respawns. The leather farming seems like it would be really good here, yeah. Right now I'm just following this guy as he annihilates every single raptor in the area. Eventually things will respawn. Now if only the auction house prices for leather were decent. I should check medium leather. Yeah, like light leather really wasn't selling for anything. I should check medium leather and see if that's selling for anything. It is kind of unfortunate when the economy is just kind of like, the economy is kind of dead. It's not even like the economy is busted. The economy is just like a really, really small economy, and it's hard to like make any money. And then like also it's often hard to even find items. You know, which is part of the reason why we're using a really crappy green weapon right now. That's where being able to do more dungeons would be cool, because if we could do a bunch of dungeons, then we wouldn't have to just live with crappy gear forever. An economy lobotomy. Really? Really? Shameful. That was a case of too little, too late. We were so close. Too little, too late. Andrew, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. My office is in the basement. Yeah, and that's probably the only reason why I'm able to stay cool for most of the day. Is like, you know, we're running the AC 20 hours a day. We're working towards that $1,100 electric bill, and my office is also in the basement. So, I am surviving. If just barely. It's gonna cool off though. I think tomorrow is gonna be the last really hot day. And then the highs are gonna be below average. Can you imagine the highs being below average? So we're gonna get like pretty lucky. I'm gonna try to enjoy it. So I'm sure the heat will be back eventually. Do I play other games besides WoW? Rarely. Every once in a while, but rarely. These days I really only have time to play whatever I play on the stream or on the channel. So yeah. The problem is I prefer to play MMORPGs. And there aren't, like, new MMOs don't come out very often. I've tried the ones that are currently out. And right now, WoW is the only one that I consistently enjoy. We have Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Pantheon Rise of the Fallen is finally going to be released to the general public. It's coming out to early access in December of this year. And the most recent build that I saw looked really good. So I will definitely be checking out Pantheon Rise of the Fallen when that comes out in December. But I think that's like the next and only MMORPG like on my radar. Carnifexia, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the questing in Guild Wars 2 is really enjoyable. Like, the flow of questing through the zones, the way they handle, like, open world questing. I really love, like, having all the percentages of, like, completion on the minimap, so you know, like, what objectives you've completed. You can go for 100% clears. I really do like their questing model a lot. But yeah, ultimately with Guild Wars 2, it was kind of, like, a little bit similar to ESO. Like, the combat is kind of, it feels kind of meaningless. While you're leveling up, it feels kind of meaningless, and then I don't like being the one to decide how a class functions. I don't like being the one to decide, like, what weapons I should equip. I like the class to come with, like, you know, a class fantasy. And that's my other problem with Guild Wars, is like, oh, you're a warrior, but you can be a warrior with a harpoon and a gun. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can pick whatever you want. Now, obviously, there are right choices and wrong choices. Defined by whatever the meta is, but just kind of a lack of class fantasy. If it had more solid class fantasy, then it'd probably be awesome. Any dungeons planned? No, we're on the Alliance side, so we don't get to do dungeons. Yeah, we both... kind of one of the things I've been sad about this morning. Is, on the Alliance side, you don't get the opportunity. And sometimes a dungeon goes out, but then, like, you know, you gotta travel 45 minutes to get to it, and it's often more trouble than it's worth. I think, like, the next stuff we would even be able to do would probably be, like, Scarlet Monastery Graveyard, Scarlet Monastery Library. And to do that, I gotta get to South Shore, then I have to run. I can try to run to Chillwind Camp and get the flight point, and then get killed 24 times trying to get from there to Tearsfall Glades. Or I could swim across Lake Lordamere, up in Alterac. I could do it that way, I guess. And, like, either way, it's time consuming, and yeah, I've kind of been lamenting how the Horde side gets to... You get easy access to 10 dungeons on the Horde side that the Alliance side does not have easy access to. And ultimately, if you're trying to run dungeons, like, Horde side's simply better. Yeah, it's a PvP realm. It's a big miss. I really wish they'd have decided to... They did it to be contrary to what Blizzard wanted. That's the only reason we're here. The only reason people decided to do a fresh start on Deviate Delight is because Blizzard said, hey, we know the server's dead, we're gonna offer people free transfers off. So everybody transferred off because the server was dead. And then WoW players, you know, being contrarians the way that they are, they said, oh, Blizzard wants to close the server, let's try to do fresh start on the server. We'll show them. And now we have fresh start on an RP PvP server where you can only play one faction. And, like, I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this because I'm an altaholic. And I have problems. So maybe I'm alone in this, but, like, I like being able to play both factions. I like being able to have a playthrough of both factions going at the same time. Because I need that variety sometimes when I play this game. And it is such a long journey. Sometimes having the variety is just like what lets you keep playing. And so I think that's kind of a big miss. I think that they could have been more successful had they tried to do a fresh start on a regular PvE realm. This whole movement might have been more successful. A lot of people simply don't like PvP. A lot of people who are just casual classic players, a lot of people don't like PvP. They don't like being PvP flagged, they don't like getting ganked, they don't want a PvP at all. And obviously, like, especially as you get into places like Stranglethorn, you're not going to be able to avoid PvP. And I think that, coupled with the fact that you can only pick one faction on this server, I think that's going to limit how many people come to play here. And so I think they just kind of made a mistake, you know. They did something for arbitrary reasons. It was decided that this is the place they wanted to do their fresh start. They had the reasons that they had to do it here, but ultimately I think it was not thought out. It was not thought out in a way that I think it could be super successful. Their timing was also bad. They really should have waited till Sod Phase 4 had died. Maybe even till like Cataclysm is kind of in a little bit of a slump, I think, because I think in Cataclysm people are waiting for the next round of content to come out. But yeah, so I think their timing was off. And I think that the place that they chose to do it is not really a place where it's going to work for most people. Cataclysm is super boring. It's my opinion too. The only place Cataclysm is not boring is if you're doing raids with your guild. If you're raiding with your guild because you like the raids or because you've never seen them before, then like that can be fun. But like playing Cataclysm, leveling up in Cataclysm, just kind of boring. Cata came out on May 20th. Aaron, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I think if I try Horde side, I think if I play Horde side, I'm gonna play on white main. That was like, you know, it had an amount. We checked it. What did it have? Let's see. It had 20 people, 1 to 10, just in Duratar. 22 on Alliance, so it seemed like it was pretty close at low levels. Yeah, I think if I do any Horde side stuff in vanilla era, it's probably going to be on white main. At least I know on white main that there's like 5,000 people like on the server, so like I since it's a medium population, like I have some kind of number to work with. It's also PvP, which is like, you know, but at this point, if I have my Alliance character here, and I have a Horde character on white main, at least I have Horde and Alliance covered, and it doesn't matter that I can only have one on each server. Pronate, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Somebody is not looting their corpses. How very rude. How dare you? Be warned with Cataclysm, buddy. It's not the journey. It's not the classic journey you might remember from TBC. It's quite different. I would say, like, the best way to enjoy Cataclysm is really just if you plan to raid, because there isn't much of like a journey there anymore. So unless you have endgame goals, unless you want to get into a guild and you want to do the raids, or maybe you want to farm up a bunch of heroic 5-mans, unless you have endgame goals, it's really hard to recommend people play Cataclysm, because like the journey just doesn't feel good anymore. But you know, you might not feel that way. That's just how I feel. Other people could think the journey's fine. I have a better time leveling up in retail than I do in Cataclysm, and for me, it's more worth my time to level up in retail. Because in retail, I have endgame stuff that I'm gonna get to endgame quickly, and then I have endgame stuff in retail that I actually want to do. Whereas in Cataclysm, there's nothing that I really want to do. So it's probably just a me thing. Monica, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, my inventory's full. This hasn't happened in a long time. It's been a while. We got a battle knife of healing. A battle knife of healing. +9 to healing spells. That's actually huge. Let's see. I'll use my scroll of agility. I'll pop my mana potion. Any other scrolls I could use? No, it doesn't look like it. I could use this and we can get that into our cooking book. An old history book begins a quest. That's really all I can do. We've got a little infected wound. Physical damage taken is increased by 6. $346. That takes the place as the new highest crit. Rob, thank you so much for the 7 months, man. That's a lot of support. I really appreciate that. Thanks for being here. So one of the items that we're looking for this quest is like a mound of dirt. It's a mound of dirt. And most likely I've probably ran by it like several times. Just haven't seen it. Let's go turn the kill quest in. That should chain into a quest to go after a named guy. And maybe while we're hunting down the named guy, maybe we'll find the 2 items that we need. I've been trying to think about working in some evening streams for the people that can't come during the day, but between streaming in the day and now I'm recording Turtle WoW on the other channel, it's kind of hard to find the time. But yeah, I really want to be able to do like a couple more evening streams a week.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Whitney, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Now I'm feeling cautious. Feeling cautious. My immediate reaction, the reaction I've had my entire life to that sentence has been no. and that reaction to that sentence throughout my entire life has probably kept me out of trouble. I'm not going up that way. I don't know what I'm thinking. React to the new Mortal Kombat 1 trailer, and no. See, I knew it would come in handy. The new Mortal... I thought we just had Mortal Kombat 1. Didn't they just release Mortal Kombat 1 like 6 or 7 months ago? He beat me to it. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. Oh my gosh. Now we're gonna wait like 30 minutes to get this thing. This zone got a cool addition in Turtle WoW. Nice. I feel like a lot of zones probably did. I was doing a little bit of stuff in Elwyn Forest, and Elwyn Forest had a handful of new quests added as well. Yeah, this thing takes forever to come back. It's just like, it just takes forever. The same thing with the named guy. He takes an eternity to respawn. A new character trailer? Oh god. You know what I will say about the Mortal Kombat 1 that came out recently? The story was not bad. I watched Carnage play most of it just because it was like just a fun action movie type of story. And I couldn't care less about the gameplay really. But it was enjoyable just to kind of watch the story play out. Cyberchild, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. How's life? It's persisting. It's still going. And so that's good. This guy killed Sarltooth, right? Like, he didn't even loot him. He either didn't loot him at all, and if he didn't loot him at all, it means he didn't get the quest item. The other options are he looted the quest item and purposefully left a different item on the corpse so I couldn't skin it. Or the other option is that dude didn't have the quest at all, but killed him anyway, so that I couldn't kill him. And then still didn't loot. All three of those options are bad. All three of those options are bad. You never know how to answer those. There's only one way to answer that question, and that is simply to say that it's fine. Yeah. It's just like easiest just to say that it's fine. Anything else you say just makes it sound ungrateful. It makes it sound like you're ungrateful to even be alive. So there's really not a lot you can say. Fine, going, or good. Yeah, that's a good... Fine, going, or good. I want to use that, just all of those. Fine, going, or good. You pick one. It's either fine, going, or good. You pick, yeah. It's a you pick special. It's either fine, going, or good. Because I'm probably not going to tell you anything else. This mob, I remember waiting for... I don't know what character it was, but I remember waiting for this guy to respawn. This guy takes like 10 minutes to respawn. Takes like 10 freaking minutes to respawn. And then I don't know if the item is ever coming back, honestly. The item might never come back. The item might come back and respawn somewhere else. And I'm not really sure like where else it can spawn. And we still haven't found the item that's like a pile of dirt. So maybe I should be looking for that. And then if I walk away from this guy, though, chances are that somebody else is going to swoop in and tag him, but let's just head down. We're not really accomplishing anything up here. It's a long respawn timer. It could be like a 5 minutes that feels like 10 minutes, but I swear it's like 10 minutes. Oh, and we still have to find this last item. It's like a mound of dirt. We're looking for just like a mound of dirt. Sometimes I found it sometimes over here by the tree. Let's go check by the tree. Am I gonna be tanking or am I sticking with arms? We don't get to do dungeons on this character because we're an alliance character. Yeah, see, here it is. I knew it would be by the tree. Yeah, we don't really... We did a couple of dungeons and we tanked them. We did BFD and we tanked that and that was okay. But yeah, being alliance side is just kind of a pain in the butt to do dungeons. None of them are conveniently located. We have to travel 40 minutes to get to any of them. We've already missed out on SFK, and like I would have gotten an awesome shield from SFK if we had done some SFK. I never really end up doing dungeons on Alliance characters. Because it's just so hard to do most of them. You miss Wailing Caverns, you miss SFK. It's a pain in the butt to get out to Scarlet Monastery, so it's like you only end up doing those once or twice. Oh, here's the last item. Look at that. It did respawn somewhere else. I've never grabbed this anywhere but up by the named guy. And of course, I have a full inventory during the quest that I just like, I need to have inventory space. Nomergon? Yeah, Nomergon's horrible. Nomergon, like, you might as well just, like, I don't, that's the other thing, I don't do Nomergon. I don't do Nomergon, like, I think we did Stockades, didn't we do a couple Stockades runs? Stockades is meh. I don't even really like Stockades, but we did Stockades a couple of times. Yeah, it's because Classic, we have to travel to the dungeon.
It's DoorDash!
Hey, buddy.
I got your burgers.
Thanks.
Burgers.
You go ahead and set it over there, because I might take a break in a minute and just come upstairs and eat it.
Okay. Hi everybody, I heard you were trying to find a mound of dirt.
It's my son's 9th birthday today, that's why he's wearing the hat. Oh, they can't really see the hat.
There.
There we go.
So I brought a little friend from Kirby.
You brought Magalore?
Yeah, he's from Kirby. I'm gonna have a Kirby themed birthday party in a couple weeks. Oh.
You mean on Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday. Next Saturday. Right?
This coming Saturday.
Yeah.
You would say this Saturday, because it's this upcoming Saturday.
Yeah, this upcoming Saturday.
Yeah. How's your day been going?
Good.
Yeah.
So to see if my friends can come have some cake and ice cream.
Yep. A lot of people are wishing you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
You could say thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
I really appreciate that.
Thank you, PATRI.
You can't spell people's names out. It's so weird. It's Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah. Aaron, Lisa, Lucas, Monica, EVD, Patrick, Bo Bandit, Martin. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
See, this is why you need to learn to read better, because you can't stream, you can't do content on YouTube and stuff until you learn how to actually read, like, consistently. You see why it's important. And, like, as far as saying people's names, like, names are never going to be sight words. You're always going to have to be able to sound out people's names. And on the internet, sometimes on the internet, people have really strange names that are difficult to sound out.
Thank you, Robert.
You know that one because it's my name.
Yeah.
Marson.
Marson.
What else are you doing today for your birthday? You already beat the Kirby game.
I think we're gonna throw some water balloons at each other.
Yeah, you got those reusable water balloons. Have you tested them out yet?
Wait, we have got them reusable.
Your mom hasn't showed you the water balloons? Yeah, they're
probably because she's gonna give them to me as like a birthday present.
Oh, maybe I spoiled the surprise. Yeah, they're reusable. There's one sitting up on the disc trainer, so I thought you guys had experimented with them already.
Oh, one time at swim class, someone brought a reusable water balloon. I never got to use it.
Well, we have some now, and I think that's what you guys are going to use if you have a water balloon.
Yeah, we're just gonna fill up the reusable water balloons. So we're gonna throw it at each other.
I think you can like put them in a bucket of water, and then they close and they like magnetically shut.
Oh, and
then when they hit something, they break apart.
Chat.
Right at chat.
Well, they don't really deserve it for being so nice.
I'm glad you're having a good day.
Yeah, thank you. You
got a lot of learning to do to learn how to read names, buddy.
Thank you, other Robert.
He didn't know he didn't know. Well, you left the one out on the disc trainer, so I thought that you guys had messed around with them already. I experimented with it too. It seems to work quite well. I filled it, then I threw it into the sink, and it splattered the way you would expect a water balloon to splatter. So that was cool.
Thank you, everybody, including the people I can't spell their name.
Pronounce.
It's not your fault that you made it unpronounceable.
It's not their fault that you can't pronounce their name. No, that's completely your responsibility.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not your fault.
If anything, it's my fault.
If anything, it's my fault. I'm reading chat.
What else?
The chat hasn't really moved at all. Oh.
Everything bad in life is actually my fault, sorry.
Wait, what does your other character look like?
That's just a test character that I did to check populations of the server and see how many people were playing.
Alex, for wishing me happy birthday. I know your name because I think you have played with Robert before. Robert Rambles, I mean. Yeah, my daddy. My daddy. That's not gonna be your birthday, Dad.
When's it gonna be my birthday? January 22nd. I had my birthday for this year already, so I'm not having another birthday until January 22nd of next year. And then I'll be 376 years old.
Thank you. I think that's Mikey. 420247. Thanks you for wishing me happy birthday. That's a lot of numbers. No, not to judge you or anything, but that is a lot of numbers. Oh, that's the Horde and that's the Lance?
Mm-hmm.
He even has these cool, like, banners. Like,
They can see the banners, but
Yeah,
I've had the banners for a long time.
yeah.
Guys, I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna go eat this lunch and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do something else. I think I'm gonna end this stream because I'm gonna take a little bit of time to eat and chill for a bit. And
Actually, don't end the stream because I'm gonna talk to them.
No, I'm gonna end the stream. You can't talk to them. You can't be on stream without me. In fact, you being on stream for this long is questionable.
No?
Yeah,
Right, guys?
yeah.
Thank you, Pierre.
All right. Guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the birthday wishes for James. He appreciates it too, even though he can't say most of your names.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna end this here. I think I'm gonna come back and just like do some Horde side stuff on White Mane. We'll see. I want to keep playing Classic, but I don't know. Yeah, I want to do something a little bit different. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you guys so much. Hope to see you again later this afternoon.
M-O-I-K-A.
Until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Say bye, James.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
See you guys in a bit.
Magalorth is gonna say bye.